Remember your first day at a new job? All that paperwork, right?
Yeah.
And maybe getting that sort of one-size-fits-all intro, that whole idea of orientation. Well, it's really changing dramatically. Today, we're doing a deep dive into how advanced AI is completely revolutionizing employee orientation. We're moving way beyond just filling out forms. We'll be looking closely at a platform called Strategy.ai, trying to understand, its real transformative power.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating, I think, is how orientation itself is shifting. It's not just a single event anymore. It's becoming this continuous journey. And it's not only for new hires. Think about existing employees moving roles or, people upskilling. This deep dive, it'll show you how AI makes that incredibly personalized.
That's a huge change because, yeah, onboarding used to feel very administrative, like a checklist for someone new.
Exactly, just getting them started. But the whole scope now is so much bigger. It's really seen as this ongoing process of integration, learning, development throughout their time at the company.
Yeah.
And like I said, it applies to all kinds of transitions. New external hires, sure, but also internal moves, building new skills. The main goal isn't just get them in the door. It's about enabling continuous contribution and growth.
Okay, so if it's this bigger, ongoing strategic thing, then the AI tools most of us know, like Microsoft Copilot, maybe they're not quite enough. I mean, they're useful for some things, right? Drafting a job description, maybe summarizing a policy document.
They are helpful, absolutely,
Sure.
for those simpler tasks, but they have limits. You can get these things called hallucinations.
Mm.
The AI just makes stuff up, basically, which is a big risk in HR where accuracy is critical. You also risk people relying on it without really understanding, and honestly, getting good results requires learning how to prompt it well, plus potential bias. So for this kind of really deep, personalized orientation journey, you need something more sophisticated.
And that's where Strategy.ai comes in, you're saying, going beyond what those general tools can do.
Precisely. Strategy.ai uses a whole suite of much more advanced AI. We're talking about AI agents.
Yeah.
These aren't just chatbots. Think of them as autonomous systems. They remember things, they learn, they handle complex tasks with minimal supervision. They're almost like dedicated intelligent assistants for specific parts of orientation. Then you have advanced generative AI creating super tailored content, predictive analytics to anticipate needs, flag risks. Strategy.ai isn't just, a chat window. It's an intelligent system that learns, anticipates, and helps people learn through experience.
That idea of an evolving system
Right.
that anticipates things, it's really interesting. And you mentioned it's not just about the cool tech, it taps into how adults learn best. So maybe you, listening, think for a second.
Yeah.
How do you learn best now as an adult?
That's such a critical point. For this AI stuff to work well, it has to be grounded in solid adult learning theory and good instructional design. Adults, we tend to learn best when things are practical, relevant to us, when we have some control, and when it helps solve problems we actually face.
Yeah.
AI really boosts the instructional design side. It can automate research, content creation, assessments. It offers personalized guidance, uses data to figure out the best learning path for you. This allows for what we call hyper-personalization, getting you exactly what you need, right when you need it. Hard to do the old way.
Okay, let's break this down then. What does this actually look like for an employee? The source material gives 10 really powerful examples of how Strategy.ai goes beyond basic onboarding. Let's dig into some of these, starting with how it personalizes the learning itself.
All right, the first one is AI-curated adaptive learning paths. Strategy.ai looks at your profile, your skills, what your new job needs. It compares that to the company's skills framework, its learning content, and builds you a custom day one digest, and then modules after that. And the key thing is it adapts in real time. If you're getting a concept quickly, it moves you faster. If you're struggling, it gives you more help, maybe different kinds of resources.
And that adaptation, that's huge. Think about the time saved. The source says it can cut the time it takes to get proficient by up to 40%. That's not just faster, it's making learning directly relevant to you, helping you accelerate your career, basically. And managers see people ramp up quicker. Big win.
Yeah, huge. And building on that personalization, there's the AI-powered intelligent onboarding assistants. Think of it as the Strategy.ai onboarding concierge, specifically trained on all the company stuff, HR policies, FAQs, IT help guides. But unlike simple chatbots, they remember your past questions, your role, so they give instant, accurate answers 24/7.
Wow. And we know this kind of thing works. IBM had a tool, Ask HR, pretty similar. It saved 12,000 hours in just one quarter. Just think, that's HR and IT folks not answering the same questions over and over. And for you, the employee, you get answers right away. Less stress, less confusion early on.
Definitely reduces that initial anxiety. Now, beyond knowing things, there's doing things, right? Mastering the actual tasks. That's where immersive role play and scenario simulations come in the Strategy.ai immersive skill builder. It uses that advanced generative AI to create really realistic workplace scenarios for you to practice. It could be on your computer, your phone, and give you immediate objective feedback. How was your tone? Were you accurate? Did you follow the procedure?
I love this. It's a safe-to-fail space, isn't it? You can practice, make mistakes, learn from them without any real-world consequences. We're seeing big companies like Walmart, even Boeing, using VR for training already. It shows how effective that simulated practice can be.
Absolutely. Then, looking ahead a bit, there's AI-driven skill gap analysis and targeted upskilling. That's the Strategy.ai Skill Navigator. This part looks at your current skills, how you're doing what you want to do in your career, and compares it to what the company needs now and anticipates needing in the future. It pinpoints skill gaps for you personally and for the whole organization, and then suggests personalized ways to develop those skills.
So what does this mean for you listening? It basically gives you a clear map for your growth. It connects your own career goals with what the company needs. And for the company, they're proactively building the skills they'll need tomorrow. Much more adaptable.
Then we get to the, let's say, less exciting but essential stuff: compliance and policies. Automated compliance and policy understanding, or the Strategy.ai Policy Navigator. This uses natural language processing NLP, basically AI understanding language and generative AI. It takes those huge, dense legal documents or company policies and turns them into short summaries, quizzes, scenario exercises, all tailored to your specific job and location.
Okay, that sounds incredibly useful. Less time trying to decode legal jargon, right? More confidence that you actually understand what you need to do. And it must save HR a ton of time, too.
Huge time saver. Now, this next one is really interesting. Proactive engagement monitoring and intervention. The Strategy.ai Engagement Sentinel. This uses predictive analytics and NLP again, but this time it's looking at signals of engagement across different systems. It tries to spot patterns that might indicate someone is becoming disengaged or might be, at risk of leaving early. And if it detects that, it can trigger personalized nudges, maybe suggest connecting with a mentor or flag it for a manager to check in.
Whoa, okay, this is where it gets really powerful, I think. It means the system is helping you feel seen, supported. It's proactively looking out for when you might need a bit of help. And the impact is massive. The source mentioned an 82% improvement in new hire retention for companies using these kinds of robust AI onboarding tools.
That's incredible. It really is. It shows the power of proactive, personalized support. Shifting gears to internal growth, there's AI-enhanced internal ability and career pathing, the Strategy.ai Career Catalyst. Here, advanced AI algorithms match your skills, your experience, your career goals with open jobs or projects inside the company. It helps find the best potential moves for you sideways or upwards and suggests ways to develop any skills needed for those roles.
So for you, the employee, it means you can actually see the opportunities within your own company. You might not even know they exist otherwise. Fosters that sense of growth, feeling valued. And the company fills roles faster, keeps good people, win-win.
Exactly. Next up, contextual microlearning and just-in-time support. This is the Strategy.ai Workflow Coach. This is about bringing learning into your actual work. Tiny, bite-sized lessons, maybe a quick video guide or audio prompts, delivered exactly when and where you need them. Like imagine you're assembling something complex, and step-by-step instructions pop up visually right then.
Okay, let's unpack this. This isn't just learning when you need it, it's learning while you're doing it, just in workflow maybe. Reduces that feeling of being overwhelmed, makes the knowledge instantly useful, like DHL using those AR smart glasses in their warehouses, right? Guiding people in real time, that's the idea.
Precisely. We can't forget the human connection side. Personalized social integration and mentorship matching, or the Strategy.ai Connection Catalyst. The AI looks at your interests, maybe personality traits inferred from how you interact, your skills, and intelligently suggests peers, groups, or potential mentors you might click with. Helps build that sense of belonging faster.
That's so important. Onboarding isn't just about tasks and info, it's about feeling connected. This makes sure that social integration happens proactively, connecting you with people you have things in common with. Vital for feeling good about your job long term.
Absolutely vital. And finally, number 10, AI-driven performance feedback and goal alignment. Strategy.ai Performance Accelerators. This isn't about waiting for an annual review. The system continuously analyzes performance data from different places and give you real-time objective feedback, plus personalized coaching tips and suggestions for development resources based on that feedback.
So you're getting constant, fair insights into how you're doing. Helps you understand expectations quickly, speeds up your learning, gives you that feeling of accomplishment as you improve. Okay, wow, that's a lot. It sounds incredibly powerful. But like anything this advanced, there've got to be practical things to think about when putting it in place, right?
Oh, absolutely. Implementation isn't trivial. First and foremost, data quality, privacy, and ethical AI usage. The AI is only as good as the data it gets. Bad data means bad insights, maybe even biased outcomes.
Mm.
And privacy, security, they're non-negotiable. You need strong safeguards, compliance with rules like GDPR, CCPA, and you have to be transparent with employees about how their data is being used, build that trust. Plus, constantly check for bias in the algorithms, get user feedback. It's ongoing work.
Yeah, that data piece is huge. And then there's the human element. This is where it gets really interesting for me. Balancing automation with the human touch. You can't just replace people, can you?
No, and you shouldn't want to. That's crucial. The goal isn't replacement, it's enhancement. You position the AI as a tool that frees up HR folks, managers, team leads from the repetitive admin stuff so they can
Hmm.
focus on the high-value human stuff, building real connections, offering empathy, handling complex situations that need judgment. The overall feeling of orientation still needs to be warm, welcoming, human. AI should support that, not undermine it. Tied to that is change management and fostering adoption. People might be hesitant, right? Worried about jobs, maybe just skeptical. So organizations need to be really clear about the benefits for employees. Maybe start with pilot groups, get some champions on board, and definitely invest in training, not just how to use the tools, but maybe even things like prompt engineering so people can really leverage the AI effectively.
Right. Helping you, the employee, see how this actually makes your work life better. Making AI feel like an enabler, not a threat.
Exactly. And finally, you need to know if it's actually working. Measuring ROI and continuous improvement. Before you even launch, define what success looks like. What are you trying to improve? Then track it. Time savings, employee satisfaction scores, productivity numbers, and, a big one, retention rates.
So you use that data to prove the value, but also to keep making the platform better over time. Ensures it stays a real strategic asset. Okay. So Strategy.ai, it really does seem like a massive leap forward for employee orientation. It's turning it from that old static one-off event into something dynamic, continuous, really personalized for everyone.
It absolutely is. And the core benefits, they're pretty clear, I think. You get people up to speed faster, they feel more engaged, more satisfied, they're more likely to stay with the company. And that builds a workforce that's constantly learning, adapting, really powerful stuff.
Definitely. So, as AI gets woven more and more into our work lives, here's something to think about, maybe mull over. How might this huge shift in employee orientation actually change what it means to be a successful employee in the future? And thinking personally, what new skills might you need to really thrive in that kind of evolving landscape?